Hey, this is Joe Price. I just wanted to show you how to help with the Teamster project. We're going to be focusing on hints. Though while you're doing this, you're welcome to also find death dates. We'll be working on that soon, really soon. So let me share my screen. So what we want to do now is we've identified everyone in the 1900 census whose occupation is Teamster. For the research study, we're also going to be looking at carpenters as a control group. For right now, let's just focus on Teamsters. And so what you have here, these are all record hints for people in a census that were listed as a Teamster, and we're going to try to connect them to someone on the family tree. So when it says, you can see here, there's a URL. When it says type direct, that just means it's a 4 or 5-star hint from Family Search. And then later on, when you see CGT, I can show you that right down here. When you see CGT, these are ones that have come from our census tree. And so let me just show you how this works. You'll put your name in, so I can just sign up for a few, and then I'll highlight a few of these and hit Alt Enter, or you can just do them one at a time. We'll just do one at a time. Okay, so let's come in here. Now notice in this case, someone has already attached a lot of the family members, but for whatever reason, this person didn't get attached. Now you can see they have the same birth month. Now I think probably the confusion is like, is Frederick R. Stevens the same as Alfred Rickard Stevens? You can see the Frederick, born in the same month. They could be twins. It's possible, but this is still 1900, so they're both 16. So if they were twins, they'd probably still be here in the census together. So my guess is that Fred part of Alfred is probably the same as Frederick, especially with the same middle initial. So I'm just going to hit compare, add, and attach. Now, again, that was a judgment call. If you think differently, then you could always just add Frederick as a different person and then see if you can get evidence to merge them together. Okay, so then once you're done, you hit 1, and you can always write in some notes if you want. Okay, let's try another one together. Okay, so here we've got Julian, Canto, William. You can see someone attached this one. And then because you can see the birth month lines up spot on, but I bet what probably happened is they were looking at the years here. So it's off by 6 years. Down here, it's off by 3. So this can definitely happen. And actually, notice I have a mother down here. So what I'm going to do is hit change and make Julian the focus person. And again, these are always judgment calls, but I like to look at the whole family together. And I've got 4 names lining up really well, with Tomasa lining up just super, super well. Okay. If I look at William, you can see I'm off by 3 years. If I look at Juana, the mother, she's off by 9 years, born in Mexico. I still think this is a match. And so, someone else might disagree, and that's totally fine. You could always skip it. But here I see June. My guess is just, either because of numeracy issues or recording. I just have a feeling that, also look, she's using a round, or they reported her name in a round year. I don't know. This just seems like a good match to me. So I'm going to attach this. And then if I wasn't sure, I could also go on Ancestry. Maybe Ancestry would help maybe clarify some things. Maybe I could see if people on public member trees kind of agree with that decision. But I think with this, I had 4 people lining up really well, lots of months lining up. The places were lining up, Bexar County. Okay, so there we do that. And let me just do one more. So let's click right here. You can see Ruth is lining up really well. Okay, and the interesting thing is Ruth, she's kind of here with all her siblings. So actually you can see here's Daisy. I can line her up. No, I haven't decided if this is a match or not, though someone has already decided that Ruth was a match. I could always detach that if I don't agree. So what I'm seeing here is I actually see lots of her siblings lining up really well. And then let's just take a look at this record. So notice here we have the record. Ruth Floyd is listed as a daughter. And then if we look at each of her siblings, they are also listed as, sons and daughters. Okay, so basically what we have is kids going 17, 13, 10, 8, 5, 1. They're all listed as sons and daughters, but there's no parents in this record. So let's just take a look at the image. I usually can make a decision without looking at the image, but I think this is a good case where if you look here, you can see there's a little dash right there. So these are all people, and the dash means that the surname's coming from the record up above. And if we go to the next record up, you can see that right here down at the bottom, you see Floyd, John H., and I can't quite read that. But John H., if we come back over here, you can see G. Floyd. And if we look at his age, let's kind of zoom in there, right there, 18, maybe 55, somewhere in that ballpark. So 1860. So what this looks like to me is that the record kind of got, the way Family Search compiled the household is it kind of left off the parents. But this looks like a great match. And actually, given the way the ages work, I think we can actually put the kids, kind of slot them in where they belong, and then we'll attach all of these. So that was an interesting case where, the parents are sitting on that other record. And so what I probably want to do, let's see, that's possibly match. It's always the tricky thing. Oh, actually, there's text on it. Actually, that makes me feel a lot more comfortable. You can see John Fletcher Floyd, Amanda. And actually, if we look there, then that's probably what that's going to be. Yeah, Amand. Yeah, so that looks good. So I'm going to slot her in with her family. And then that means then I could go and merge Margaret's parents, and that would allow me to have a more complete picture of this family. Okay, so this is just kind of giving you an idea of how we approach these. And again, each one's a judgment call, but try to make your best decisions, and then you just mark it a 1 once you've attempted it. If you don't think it's a match, you can just write in the notes. You can write in like not a match, or in this case, I might say parents not are cut off from household. Okay. But by working through these hints, we're going to make sure that each of these people is on the family tree. Okay. And then let me just show you where these are coming from. This is going to be right here on the Teamster. So I'm going to put the video right here. And then the next step of this will be finding death dates for those people. We're prepping that data. Right now, you can do this, but it's going to include both carpenters and Teamsters. Carpenters are our focus, our control group. If you want to just focus on Teamsters, we'll have that set up really soon. But thanks for helping with this project. We're really excited about Teamsters because they were one of the occupations that basically got wiped out by a new technology. When the automobile came around, all the people that worked with horses, the hostlers, the wheelwrights, the Teamsters, they basically had their jobs destroyed, and we're really interested in the stories of those people and tracking some of their long run outcomes. So thanks for helping with this project. This is going to be a really great thing to have lots of people helping.